Why don't we turn for opening remarks from our second panel. Mr. Henry, can we start with you?
Great. Thank you. Director Cordray, Deputy Director Date, I'd like to thank you and your outstanding staff for the opportunity to appear before you today. I'm Dan Henry, Chief Executive Officer of NetSpend, one of the nation's leading providers of general-purpose reloadable prepaid debit cards for underbanked consumers. Our stated mission is to empower consumers with the convenience, security, and freedom to be self-banked. We are proud of what we do and committed to collaborating with the CFPB, the consumer advocacy community, and our industry peers to promote a clear and effective regulatory framework for our industry and the consumers we serve. We are very pleased that the CFPB is stepping in to help clarify the consumer protection standards that apply to prepaid cards. We at NetSpend and most of our leading competitors already adhere to the same requirements as traditional bank checking accounts under the Fed Regulation E, including its disclosure requirements, protection against unauthorized transactions. We believe we are required to do so under both Reg E and the Treasury Department's rules for acceptance of direct deposits from the federal government. Our cardholders also benefit from FDIC insurance on a pass-through basis. We encourage the CFPB to take the measures we have long supported, clarifying the extent that it is currently unclear that the consumer protections of Reg E and FDIC insurance apply to general-purpose reloadable cards. We also support CFPB's efforts to help promote consumer usage of prepaid savings accounts, such as the 5% savings product we offer our cardholders. We are confident, based on our discussions so far with the CFPB staff, that CFPB will undertake its rulemaking in a fact-based, objective manner that will focus on making the standards for consumer disclosure more uniform while avoiding substantive product limitations in a way that hinders innovation and competition in an extremely dynamic industry that for the first time is bringing working Americans the kinds of bank accounts they deserve. According to the FDIC, there are 60 million underbanked consumers in the United States. Why is this? Well, most traditional bank products and fee structures really are not designed for low-income consumers who typically maintain very low balances. It may surprise you to hear that of NetSpend's more than 1 million cardholders on direct deposit, more than 5,000 of these cardholders are employees of Bank of America, Chase, or Citibank. Our customers are typically working Americans who want control, security, and convenience, and have not had good experience with banks. They are people who deserve the same quality of financial services as the more affluent customers of traditional banks enjoy. The reason we have our customers is because we provide them with a better solution designed to meet their unique financial services needs. Bear in mind that the NetSpend card, like the similar products of our competition, is a bank account. It is FDIC insured on a pass-through basis, subject to the same consumer protections and compliance requirements as a checking account, provides access to a host of financial services, including flexible fee plans, a 5% savings account, free person-to-person account transfers, free direct deposit of payroll and benefits, bill payment services, real-time account alerts to let consumers always know how much money they have to the penny. More than 100,000 brick-and-mortar locations where consumers can add funds to their cards, many times 7 days a week. Many of those locations are open 24 hours a day. And a host of financial literacy and budgeting tools. We have also developed what we believe is the most consumer-friendly overdraft program in the country that includes buffers and a grace period that result in most overdraft transactions avoiding any fee whatsoever. And when these fees are charged, they are less than half of most banks and credit unions in this country. Our product is a bank account, but one in which we have stripped out the real estate costs and the personnel costs of bank branches, leverage the infrastructure of non-bank retailers to reach underbanked consumers, and leverage technology to build a product platform and network that provides these consumers with utility, security, dignity, and access that they have never had before. Due to fierce competition in our industry, the prices of reloadable prepaid cards are trending down, while at the same time, the price of low-balance checking accounts are trending up. Many of the consumers we try to serve no longer have access to checking accounts because they're among the 19% of U.S. adults who can't qualify for an account because they are in the check systems or the telecheck database. I believe those of us who serve the low-income population in the United States have a higher standard of which to adhere. To truly serve these consumers, we need to be allowed to compete on a level playing field with the traditional bank products that have failed them. We believe it's important that any new regulation of prepaid cards enhances consumers' freedom of choice, not limit it. We are committed to developing more effective ways to communicate with our customers about the fees, terms, and conditions of our products, but limitations on the products, such as restrictions on the types of fees that can be charged, will only harm consumers and stifle innovation. We look forward to working with the CFPB, consumer advocates, and our industry to facilitate the development of financial service products that serve underbanked Americans that have largely been left behind by traditional bank products.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Mr.